So I've known about this for a while, but I was asked to keep it under wraps until the news finally hit the public. Well, now there's been an official announcement, and that is that Prophecy: The Fall of Lordaeron, the server that I've been covering this server for about a year or two now, but it is merging with Epsilon, which is the biggest roleplay server out there. Epsilon is, I guess you could call it, a fun server. It's like an all admin, spawn whatever you want, do whatever you want, kind of just pure roleplay server. That's all it really is. Well, Prophecy: Fall of Lordaeron is supposed to be a pure roleplay server, but unlike Epsilon, not everybody is an admin. Instead, as the name suggests, the Fall of Lordaeron, it's a roleplay campaign through at least the beginning parts of Warcraft 3, particularly the human and maybe the undead campaign as well. However, it's going to start beforehand, so everyone will be able to get a little bit of, build up into the Fall of Lordaeron being Arthas and the Scourge and all that kind of stuff, with you being able to play as pretty much any kind of race in Lordaeron that was available at the time. So orcs, because orcs were running around in Lordaeron at the time. You could be obviously humans from all the various kingdoms. You could be goblins, I believe, elves. And not only that, Lordaeron itself, since that's the only area you're going to be able to play in, it's been expanded. I'm not quite sure as to the details, if they just kind of dragged the map and expanded it that way, or reduced the amount of mountains to provide more area to play in, basically. But the world itself is going to use HD textures, and not only that, they've overhauled the entirety of the map. Alteric, instead of it being just a singular humped mountain or whatever, is now a full-fleshed, mountainous area. Dalaran is going to be available, obviously. And before we get into that, let me just show you this quick little teaser trailer that they posted. So yeah, it's definitely just an overhaul of the entirety of Lordaeron. As you saw there, even Shadowfang Keep has been overhauled, which at the time it would have just been a keep. It wouldn't be filled with Worgen or anything, because that came later on. And even, I'm gonna go back right here, let me show you this. Look in the background there, you see what that is? That's a tower of Dalaran. Dalaran, like I said, is going to be a fully playable area, just a massive city. And to the right there, you can see the start of the Alteric Mountains. It kind of goes up into the snow right there. So yeah, there's a lot of work already put into this server. I've actually helped a little bit on the development side, mostly regarding professions. I I'm not a coder or anything. They just wanted a list of what would be available at the time for this profession, specifically blacksmithing, like ores and stuff. So I'm a blacksmith in real life. I put a lot of effort into making, for my own personal use, a guide for ore and metals and stuff, for the lore of World of Warcraft, and I was trying to make a series out of it. I think I need to scrap it and start over because it's a little bit iffy, but either way, somebody from this team saw it and they asked for my opinion, so I helped out in that regard of, okay, yeah, you know, iron, Rethbon, all this kind of stuff. Some of this stuff has to be imported because it's not natural in Lordaeron. Others would be natural, but regardless. Anyway, so for a while now, because this server has been in development for a long ass time, unfortunately they did hit a couple of hiccups along the way, one of which was somebody fucked around, found out, and the entirety of what they had worked on up until that point got wiped out. Well, they've had to restart from scratch since then, and you know, I think it's worth it because what's coming out, what you just saw, I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. And by the way, this is not just for looks, right? This is not going to be like World of Warcraft going out and doing what you would normally do, but in a prettier world, right? This is a Dungeons and Dragons styled server. So while there will be a lot of stuff mechanically built into the server, such as determinations on whether you can do certain things, depending on your stats, depending on dice rolls that are built into the game itself, because, you know, you can do /roll, right? So dice rolling has technically already been in the game for a while. It's just now being implemented in a way that would help you progress through the server, but a lot of it should be fully automated within the mechanics itself, but a lot of the various devs, GMs, whatever have you, they will be hosting like DM'd events where they would be going through and summoning up something for the heroes to challenge. Now, also reminding you that they are going to be very, very, like, lore heavy, which means not everyone is going to be a paladin. Paladins were very rare, very specific to, you know, individuals who have had training, who have gone through all this stuff. So for anyone, if you want to be a paladin, for an example, you're going to have to do a application to sign up for it, and very few people are going to be able to be allowed to be paladins, to reduce the amount of people who are paladins for obvious reasons. Now, that's not going to be everybody, obviously. That's going to be, again, for just very specific things. Paladin was the first thing that came to mind. But regardless, like, you should be able to play as a Horde character, an Alliance character, I believe neutral character. I don't remember quite everything off the top of my head because it's been so long since the last time I've covered this video, or this server rather. But anyway, I'm still looking forward to this, and now that they've merged with Epsilon, they've been given extra manpower, extra development tools in order to help speed things along and push it out into the release, or at least into a beta. So yeah, we're going to keep our eyes out on the future of Prophecy, because now that it is involved with Epsilon, surely it's going to be a lot sooner rather than later. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, if you want to see more of this server and other private servers, please make sure you like this video and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.